the main event, the fight of the night. Please welcome to the ring now, the challenger from Accra, Ghana, West Africa, Kpakpo Allotey.
Enter the bullish, confident little bomber from the hard-knock school of African boxing. Kpakpo Allotey follows the long line of fighters of all levels who have emerged from the troubled streets of Accra, Ghana. One or two, like Ike Corte and the great Azuma Nelson, have been exceptional. One or two of more recent times have been a touch more basic, but Glenn, one type they almost always are. Hard and strong, and we hope Allotey is just that. He looks very relaxed and he's very confident.
Yeah, Accra is a breeding ground for quality fighters. You know, it's tough out there. They've got to really work hard just to get out of the gym to get to this sort of level. And he's done it. He's tall, he's rangy, he's a puncher, and that makes him very, very dangerous.
Getting a nice response from the Scottish crowd, and here comes the Commonwealth Super Featherweight champion, Docherty. He's en route, and he will get a massive, massive reception here at Kelvin Hall.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the champion from the beautiful city of Glasgow, Scotland. It's hot property, Docherty.
Boyhood dream comes true for the exceptionally likeable, down-to-earth former tearaway from Houston, topping the bill in the historic Kelvin Hall. Docherty, much improved super featherweight, who is relishing the spotlight and is improving with every performance. Let's have a look at how they line up. This could be good. Commonwealth Super Featherweight title at stake. They're the same age at 24. The height advantage to the Ghanaian, who's got reach as well, both inside the 9'4" limit. Docherty being a professional for 6 years, Allotey only a couple. More experience, rounds boxed for Docherty, but look at that knockout percentage for Allotey. He predicts a first round win.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the legendary Kelvin Hall, Glasgow, Scotland. Tommy Gilmore for Ringside Boxing Promotions, in association with Prince Promotions and Matchroom Sport. All supported by the City of Glasgow Council. Present for your entertainment 12 rounds of boxing for the Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championship. Sponsored by the Holiday Inn Glasgow City West and supported by PokerMillion.com for a great game of online poker. A very warm welcome to our viewers joining us live and exclusive here on Sky Sports. You've joined us for the very best ringside seat in the business. All the officials have been appointed by the Commonwealth Council in association with the British Boxing Border Control Scottish Area Council, and our steward in charge is Mr. Bernard Connolly. Area Representative Brian McAllister, and our Commonwealth representative is Mr. Robert Smith. Timekeeper at the bell from Glasgow is Mr. Ricky Gilmore, and referee in charge of the action from Wellingborough is Mr. John Keane. Ladies and gentlemen, they were the officials, and here are the contestants. Firstly, and introducing to you the challenger. He's fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the red trunks trimmed with yellow and black and weighed in 9 stone, 3 pounds, 10 ounces, bringing a 12-fight record, 11 wins, 10 inside the scheduled distance, and just 1 loss. Coming to us from Accra, Ghana, West Africa, where he is known as the exciting Kpakpo Allotey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the champion. He's fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the silver trunks, weighing in 9 stone, 3 pounds, 14 ounces, 19-fight record, 17 wins, 7 inside the scheduled distance, 1 loss, 1 draw. Making his second defense, he is the reigning and defending Commonwealth Super Featherweight Champion from the beautiful city of Glasgow, Scotland, where he is known as Hot Property, Docherty. So, sports fans and Sky Sports fans, 12 rounds of boxing for the Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championship.
Great sense of anticipation here in the Kelvin Hall, spiritual home of Scottish boxing.
Listen to me, you received your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Shake hands, come out boxing.
Second defence of Craig Docherty's Commonwealth 9 stone 4 title. The belt he wrenched away with a positive performance against Dean Pithy and defended through a bloody mist of a left eye against the hardened Ghanaian Abdul Malik Jabir. Here's another one, Kpakpo Allotey. What problems will he bring to the argument? He predicts an early win. Is that hype, or will he prove a real hindrance? They've certainly come over with expectations, the Ghanaian camp.
Well, they've been talking a good fight. Docherty, he's now called Hot Property. Well, he's on the open market now. He's getting into the bigger fights.
Body shots start us off as Allotey elects just to rest on those ropes. Docherty, who feels he's maturing and improving with every display. Getting the center of the ring early. That's important.
Yes, he'll want to dominate the fight from the center of the ring. He's got Allotey on the back foot. Just got to be a bit careful early on that he doesn't walk onto a shot.
Yes, heavy-handed. Allotey with 10 of his 11 wins coming inside the distance. Already some red marks on the ribs of Docherty. He knows this could be very hard for the first few rounds. Applying the pressure, right tactics.
Well, he's not having a look at Allotey. He's not testing out his power. He's going straight in to force the fight. I'd be a little more wary than that. But he's trying to take the play away from Allotey right from the start.
Getting that jab working. Looking really up for this. Docherty, fast, accurate. Gotta watch those quick hands of the 5'9" man from Accra. They've seen a tape, but it was hazy and they couldn't really fathom out his style. Could be anything.
Well, Docherty's getting off to a good start. His punches look heavy, purposeful.
Works the body again. Craig Docherty looks strong and solid. It's an impressive first round from the Glaswegian here in front of his home crowd.
Wonderful start, son. Wonderful start. Okay. Hold them up. Now listen. Okay, son. Nice and cool for your back now. Okay, cool. Brilliant. Nice and sharp. Okay, nice and light. Hold your roll. Hold your roll. It's nice and tight. No.
The corner of Craig Docherty. John McDermott, Benny King there to stop the blood for most of the first defence of his title, and a good first round from him here.
Yeah, they were pleased with that. He came out, went to work, was very strong, kept his hands up, didn't take any chances, and it was a nice, positive start for Docherty.
20th professional outing for Craig Docherty, the Commonwealth champion in the fun and lively domestic super featherweight division. Michael Gomez, Alex Arthur and Craig Docherty all vying for top spot. What sort of a statement can he put on here against Kpakpo Allotey? Decent amateur, only lost once as a professional, and that was on points at lightweight.
Well, Allotey's come out of his corner to do a little bit more in this round, already thrown a few nice shots, starting just to get a bit of a rhythm and match Docherty for work rate.
They're fast hooks from this long-armed, wiry type fighter. Remember, he's 24 as well and will have plenty of ambition. Fought as a light welterweight in the amateurs. Unbelievable.
Well, he's carrying no excess now, very slim down, looks muscular, but again forced back in the corner. He's now starting to just open his shoulders out and let a few more longer shots go. Allotey
looking for the counter punches, backed up in that corner. Right hand coming in to play. Remember, the cut was over the left eye of Craig Docherty, which he had to fight for almost the entire distance last time. Benny King to thank for getting him through that.
Nice couple of punches from Docherty. Allotey still electing to fight in that corner. Docherty not rushing in, just keeping at a good range where he can just get himself out of distance.
That's what he said after the Malik Jabir win, was that he was happy how composed he was, that he didn't rush in like when he messed up his British title challenge to Michael Gomez. But here comes the Ghanaian, Kpakpo Allotey, trying to make things uncomfortable.
Good right hand there, and the left hook. Docherty just putting him in his place.
Accuracy from the Scottish man. One or two of these registering. Good body shots as he works over Allotey in that neutral corner.
Docherty fighting with a confidence and a maturity.
It's truly a heavyweight weekend coming up, and it all gets underway on Sky Sports 1 with Saturday Fight Night. Michael Sprott against Matt Skelton for the British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles. That's this week on Saturday Fight Night from 8 on Sky Sports 1.
Excellent start here for hot property Craig Docherty, who at 11 watched on the television as Pat Clinton won his world flyweight title here at the Kelvin Hall. Now he defends his Commonwealth 9 stone 4 belt against Accra's Kpakpo Allotey, who's come out guns blazing again, trying to really rough Docherty up, but he's kept smooth so far.
Well, Docherty has to keep his composure when Allotey elects to take the fight to him, which it looks like he's doing now and again.
Jabir was also rough and dangerous early last time. Docherty needs just to get through the first few rounds, but he's doing more than that. He's getting hold of the center of the ring, getting his gloves down, and he looks strong.
He does, he looks good, he's staying in range, he's got his hands up, you know, he's just moving his head to avoid the shots, and you know, that takes a certain amount of confidence to do that. They're just slipping side to side. This is nice work from Docherty, and then coming back with punches.
Jab falling short from Allotey. Comes into this as on paper the bigger hitter, but are Docherty's punches just that bit more forceful when they land? Oh, he turns away, drops his hand. Nearly paid for that, the Ghanaian.
That was a bad mistake, wasn't it, for Allotey? Docherty took advantage of that little gift. And that's nice, just picking the shots off with his gloves and then with his elbow. Docherty
looking for the uppercut too, and those rib crunches from side to side. Those are the type of shots that destroyed Jamie McKeever, the former British featherweight champion, in this, the 3rd round a couple of years back.
Allotey fading towards the end of the round. It's a good 10-second start, but hasn't done a great deal since then. Docherty, good pressure throughout.
Tries to get work on the inside there, Allotey. This is good work from Craig Docherty, and let's see how his hero Pat Clinton with Ian McLeod and Ed Robinson are seeing things.
Well, Pat, you were the childhood inspiration for Docherty. Is he impressing you tonight?
Very much so. I've got him in front by 3 rounds. He's boxing the fight at his pace. He started very well. He's on the offensive, which is very good, and he's controlling the fight at the very moment.
Ian, of course, they're fighting for your old belt. Is it a bit worrying that Allotey is starting to push Docherty back now?
No, I think what Docherty's trying to do here is get the right-hand counter over the jab. He's dropping his jab. He's coming back to his waist rather than back to his chin. So I think that's going to be the opening for Docherty here to try and get the right-hand counter on the left hook in.
How do you see it going from here?
I think the pace he's setting at the moment is fine, but he wants to up the tempo in the middle rounds and try and force the fight.
And Pat, you think he can stop Allotey?
I believe before 8 rounds he'll stop him.
Thank you.
Certainly boxing very well. Lovely to have Pat Clinton and Ian McLeod with us as we enter the 4th round. Craig Docherty, excellent start. Remember, he won this Commonwealth belt at the York Hall Bethnal Green with a polished performance, breaking up former champion Dean Pithy with body shots. Will he do that to Allotey, who again, at the beginning of the round, is starting fast?
Yes, but what he's doing, he's throwing a lot of punches, but look at Docherty. You know, he's just moving his head, he's catching the punches. You know, he's just reserving his energy until he's run out of steam a little bit, Allotey, and then Docherty starts to take over for the rest of the round.
Good left hook from Docherty. One single punch after the cluster of pretty ineffective shots from Allotey. There is certainly a more composed, mature, confidence air about Craig Docherty. Maybe it was that letter from Billy Connolly.
Yeah, that might have just spurred him on a little bit.
But he couldn't believe how brave Docherty was in his last fight. He certainly gives excitement, and that's why the crowds turn out to see him. Building a little fan base up here in Glasgow.
But there's more than just excitement with the work of Docherty this evening. You know, there's a bit of class in there, catching punches very, very well, and then going about his work in a very professional manner.
Admits he's had his problems. Bit of a tearaway as a teenager. His mother, Sandra, who always likes to be somewhere in the arena when he fights, had to throw him out the house a few times, but he said he learnt his lessons and now he's applying himself more in the gym and believes he's got a future as a good fighter.
Yeah, lovely counter with the left hook after the lunge of a jab from Allotey.
Beautifully picked shot from Craig Docherty. Boxing with so much belief here.
His inside work is good, mixing it up. Looking for the shots, but always under control. You know, that's the sense you get about Craig Docherty now. He knows exactly what he's about.
Backing Allotey up in his own corner, not giving him any room to maneuver.
Got to be careful a little bit, Docherty, with the heads rubbing together, that he doesn't come out with another cut.
The eye has totally healed after almost 6 months out.
Nice volley of shots from Docherty ending the round. Another one for him.
You're all going nice, snap, snap, okay? You're in there nice and like, snap that jab in as you move in as well, son, okay? Snap it in. Right, listen then. Okay, keep your hand up. Keep your hand as you move. Okay, only, keep nothing, keep nothing.
Docherty's beloved mother Sandra there in the crowd as always. She was in tears after he defended that Commonwealth title just across the other side of Glasgow. They're so very, very close. And she'll be extremely proud of the way her son's dealing with this, won't she?
She looks pretty calm there because it's a very polished performance from Craig Docherty.
Remember the Ghanaian colours, the red and yellow of Kpakpo Allotey, the 24-year-old from Accra in fight number 13. Will that be unlucky for him at the moment? It looks so. He needs something to get into this fight.
Well, he's down on paper as being a puncher, albeit we don't know really the quality of the guys he's knocking out, but you know, he's still putting them away. And he throws the punches at times a little bit wildly. Docherty's got to keep the chin out of harm's way.
He did stop Michael Kiza of Uganda in the third, but then Alex Arthur did almost effortlessly the other week in Edinburgh. They've sparred Arthur and Docherty in the past, different promotional outfits. Maybe they will get it on at some point in the future. Wouldn't that be good? Right hand still alive. Allotey, still quick.
Yes, he's throwing barrages of punches, one or two getting through. For the most part, it's very good defense from Docherty. Under a fair bit of fire, tucks the hands up, gets the chin out of the way, and then goes to work himself. And that's the quality that he's showing these days.
Good body shot went in from Docherty some 20 seconds ago with a right hook. Will that just have a slowing effect on Allotey?
Well, something's got to start getting to Allotey, because Docherty's the one that's getting the quality punches on.
Excellent so far. Look at those body shots getting home. Is Allotey starting to weaken?
Well, the crowd enjoying this. This is very, very good boxing.
He's cut as well by the left eye, Kpakpo Allotey. And that surely will spur Docherty on even more as he drives these shots home.
Bobby Gilmore on the far side of the ring, leaping up, clapping his hands. He's very excited.
Timeout call by John Keane, just to have a look at that eye that suddenly came open. It doesn't look that bad. It's been allowed to go on, but the good news for Craig Docherty is that everything has gone his way from the first bell.
Well, he couldn't be doing it any better than this. This really is a very good performance.
A body shot's now the key. That's what unlocked Dean Piffy to win the title. That's what he tries again. Left hook thuds in. Great round for Docherty. Fans delighted. There's the cut, this time to Allotey's eye. Possibly a clash of heads, but what inspiration for Docherty.
Well, really is. Looked like a little clash of heads there. They did come together at that point. That's always a danger, as it is for Docherty. But the pressure is very, very good. There it is, just banged together. And Allotey's the one that's come out with the cut, but let's not get away from the pressure he was under.
6 years ago, they both fought in the Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. Here's the 6th round of their professional meeting, and so far, Craig Docherty must have notched up every single session, you'd have thought, on John Keane's card.
Yep, I wouldn't argue with that. I'd give him every round on my card. Well, is Craig Docherty going to have some big glory nights like Jim Watt did here? Wouldn't that be nice?
Wonderful nights they were. Walter McGowan as well being here. 50 years or so, the Kelvin Hall has been showing boxing. And look at that right hand from Docherty. And John Keane stopped it. Well, he's on his feet. That is extremely controversial. No doubt that Craig Docherty was winning everything and winning it comfortably. But surely he should have given Kpakpo Allotey more chance than that.
Well, he was under an awful lot of pressure. He had a cut eye. I think it was a little early by the referee, but everything was going Docherty's way.
There's Mum Sandra. I'm sure the tears will start rolling again. Maybe John Keane just felt that Kpakpo Allotey was out of his depth, that nothing had gone right for him, but it was a strange one.
Well, 5 rounds out of 5. He'd really done the business, Docherty. He caused the cut. I think it was a little bit early, but it was certainly going to the way. Maybe another round.
As for Craig Docherty, what about his performance? Systematic, cool, calculated?
I couldn't have one criticism. I thought it was a very, very good performance. He did everything right. No criticism whatsoever, nothing but praise for what